Hey guys, I know you've all been wondering where I've been. Actually, today we've had a reprieve in the smoke situation. I live just south of the Garner complex fires that have been going on. And so it's been really smoky here for the last couple weeks. So smoky that I haven't really been out to video. I've been coming out watering and harvesting. But other than that, I just haven't had... I really haven't had the inclination or really desire to stand out in the smoke and and breathe it while I make a video. But so you can see behind in the background, you can see the smoke in the air. But I did want to come out real quick and I wanted to harvest some of this Rogue Diver lettuce. Now some of it is ready. You'll notice it looks like kind of like dandelion, like that. And if you just kind of pull it like this, you'll see the seeds separate from it. So it's not all ready because some of them haven't even opened yet. The flowers haven't even opened. So what I do is I go ahead and cut off what is ready, and then I put them in a bag and then just keep putting them in and checking it every few days until most of the plant has been spent. And that's how I harvest this the lettuce seeds. And so I'm going to go ahead and do all that's here and then just store this bag and then just keep adding to it. I really apologize for not being out here doing videos in this weather, but it's everything's been actually growing really well, and every day I've been harvesting. I got a couple pictures. Well, I've got one here of harvest that I did today. And so stuff is getting harvested. It's just I haven't been bringing you along to show you. Once the fires are knocked down and the smoke is gone, I'm going to come out and I'm going to be building some more beds and whatnot. The dwarf project did really well. I'll try to take a few pictures and put those up in a video coming up. I wasn't really impressed with the bucket growing though, specifically upside down ones, but even the ones growing upright, laying on the ground, it's laborious is what it is. They did okay. Of course, almost all of them were determinates, and so they didn't get that tall, but they do require a lot more attention, more watering, and I just don't know what it is, but a few of them did have some challenges as far as blossom end rot, and I think that's just because my watering techniques were off, because it's just not a common practice for me to grow in buckets, and so that's just what happens when you're inconsistent watering, and so it's probably something that I would just have to get used to. Not very many of them suffered blossom end, and then that was only the first set fruit, and then the ones after that were okay. But I'm not going to really worry about trying to get that method right, because I did this in the north garden, and as everybody knows, the north garden was it's brand new, and so I was growing in buckets because the ground wasn't workable yet. But even then, I think what I've decided is to build some more raised beds and then just continue to grow in the beds, because stuff in the beds did really well, and I'm kind of impressed with that. And I like raised beds because you don't have to bend over, but I'm going to do a whole video coming up soon on the advantages of growing in raised beds. But so this is about good right now, and so I've got a whole bag here. Got to transfer it to a bigger one because there's so many here. But people that have seen my channel before know that this is one of my favorite lettuces, is the Rogue Diver and the Slow Bolt. I actually could not get the Slow Bolt to bolt, and so I just I just ended up just eating all of it, and I'm going to plant it again in the fall, and but I do have plenty of seed for that. So anyways, let me show you north of here. I've got a couple pictures actually of the fire that is just north of me. It's just over the hill. Let me turn the camera. Now, I don't know how much the smoke comes out on the video, but this is actually a clear day, believe it or not, compared to what it has been. And the fire is just, let me see if I get my finger, the fire is just right over that hill right there. It's only about 2 miles over that hill. And, well, I'm guessing by, as the crow flies. So we are on a level 1 evac notice here, which means get ready because there's a fire. It's at what, 29,000, 27,000 acres, and it's pretty intense. But they've got it. They were saying 20% contained. No big. I'm not really too concerned about it being a level 1, and no structures have been lost. But that's just typical of Southern Oregon. We have these, and it's just. I'm not going to go on into a big political discussion as to why, but I have my own theories as to why, just like a lot of other people do, why we're getting more wildfires here. But anyways, that's the reason why I have not been out here, because, Southern Oregon is just on fire. And now they have that big car fire down there in Redding, which is, that's just incredible. So I'll just try to, when the fire's knocked down and it's not so smoky, I'll get out here and try to shoot some more videos. But anyways, let me show you one thing that I did. I think this is pretty interesting since I'm right here next to this bed. I wanted to show you this. What happened was my wife has some sunflowers, and so she was thinning them out, and so I took a few of them and put them in here. But what I did was they were really leggy, and so I took and I shoved them down like you do a tomato. I shoved them way down and buried them about 6 inches into the dirt. And I had looked online and everybody said, don't bury sunflowers because they're going to die, just like most plants do if you bury them. Tomatoes and peppers and things like that you can bury deep. But I thought, well, you know what? They're really leggy and they're going to fall over if I don't. So I buried them right down to just about to the first set of leaves, and then left them. And they fell over, and they didn't go brown though. So I just left them, and they were just kind of limpy. And then, lo and behold, a couple weeks ago, they started standing up, and then they're just growing like gangbusters here. Now, they are behind as far as sunflowers go, but look at the size of this stalk. This thing is like stinking huge, and so I don't know what to make of it. Burying it seemed to work just fine, and, I've got a small, medium, and a large, so I don't know, figure that out. But that's where I'm at. But anyways, that's kind of a mystery for me. And then you'll notice the 10 by 10 way out there. When the smoke clears away and they get the fires knocked down, I'll get out there and do hopefully a video on that. I have been harvesting out of there though. I've gotten cucumbers, and I've gotten is that a word? And I've harvested a bunch of tomatoes, and I did some of the, what was it, the Little Gem cucumber, or the Little Gem watermelon. I think it's called Little Gem, can't remember, or Golden Midget or something like that. But it's been a jungle out there, and so I'll get out there soon and let you guys see what's going on and give you an update. Let me kind of pan this here real quick. The upside down tomatoes did okay. They'll notice the cucumber in the top there. It was a big fail. It laid an egg. The lemon cucumber did not like growing in the top of that center bucket. So I do have quite a few tomatoes that need to harvest, if you can see them from here. But anyways, I'll give you guys an update. I'm going to go back inside where it's where we have the purifiers running and whatnot. So, but anyways, wanted to come out and do a quick update and to harvest some of this lettuce seed. But anyways, that's where we're at so far. I'll get out here quick as soon as I can and do an update for you guys. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. And don't forget to subscribe. And we'll catch y'all later.